Wine, Restaurant, Travel, and Entertainment Show. I'm Michael Horn along with Paul Stern. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is the guy whom I really admire. I love this guy. He was been on with us a few times. Well, it's been a couple of years now. We need to get him back on, Jack Roberts. He came by Robert Conrad's house and guested with myself and Robert Conrad on the PM show Weekend Edition with Robert Conrad. Now, he's going to be part of the big Capitol 4th of July celebration. We're talking about the great actor, the great musician, the country music artist, Mr. John Schneider. Welcome, John.
My.
Thank you. Man, we love you here on this program.
I appreciate that.
You're home. You're home here with us. Tell me, what's going on now? You've got this big, what has this been going on for 30 years or something, this Capitol 4th?
It's the 30th anniversary of the celebration from the west lawn of the United States Capitol building, and it's going to be on PBS on Sunday night.
And this thing
we're going to have fireworks, too. I mean, I just listened to your
yeah.
And I hate to compete with Macy's.
Hey, when it's the 4th of July, go ahead and compete.
Yeah, and NBC, you know, you're singing NBC's praises. It's so great.
Jeez, I'm sorry,
NBC had one of the last great presidents, which was Brandon Tartikoff.
Ooh. You're right.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Ronald Reagan.
No. I'm talking TV here.
Okay, I gotcha.
But I'm here doing this. I've done the 4th of July celebration here before, but the reason I'm doing here, I'm very honored because the gentleman that used to be the maestro, the conductor for this and also for the Memorial Day concert here, was Eric Kunzel, who was the maestro for the Cincinnati Pops, and a dear friend of mine. He passed away this last year, and apparently there was I was on the list of one that they called to have come and sing a tribute to him this year. So that's why I'm around. Yeah.
What an honor. This is great.
It really is great, and it's so cool here because you know I'm a patriot 365 days a year, but there's no way to not be patriotic on the 4th of July when you're watching this show or when you're part of the, I don't know, I think they're expecting 500,000 people in the physical audience here in the mall and in front of the Capitol on the grass. So it's a really cool thing to be part of.
Yeah, they got Leanne Rimes at NBC, but they got you, John Schneider. They got Gladys Knight with you. You got Reba. You got Darius Rucker. You got David.
Here. Gladys Knight is here. So it's going to be a great time, and we have fireworks. They're going to be showing a bunch of fireworks over the Jefferson Memorial, so we'll be able to see them all from the Capitol.
And it's earlier. It's 8 o'clock Eastern Pacific, 7 Central, ladies and gentlemen. You can check this as when the show actually starts. And
it's live, baby.
It is live everywhere.
It's a radio show.
That's right. Now, you got your big hits. What did you have? Like It's Now or Never. The one I like, I've been around enough to know. Country Girls was one of my big 5 good ones, right?
Which one?
Country Girls. I've been around enough to know.
I've got a song called The Promise on iTunes. I got an email about 15 minutes ago that just clicked over 500,000 downloads.
All right, now why are you not on our afternoon show? We're going to call you back and get you on because we're going to plug that one, and I'm going to download it. You're downloaded.
I saw you on the Huckabee the other day, and it's just gone crazy.
Wait, I saw that. I did see that. You were on Huckabee, and that's the one that's going crazy on iTunes.
That's the one that's going crazy, which is really cool. It's a song about the state of unemployment right now. So.
I might say, you were on the Dukes of Hazzard, but when you came by Mr. Conrad's house, and I don't want to brag for you, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this and speaking out of tune, but you had quite a pretty nice-looking vehicle, as I recall. What was that? That Challenger that you had that you were driving?
General Lee? Yeah, I still have the Challenger. What a great car.
Absolutely.
I got it all right.
It is all right, ladies and gentlemen. It is in tip-top. You car guys, Jay Leno, eat your heart out. This thing is in tip-top shape.
I could never get him to race my General Lee. I wanted to get him
to
race my General Lee, but he wouldn't do it. Oh, well.
Hey, John, I know we got to...
Tartikoff would have done it.
Yes, he would have.
John, I know we got to let you go a little bit early. I want to thank you again for joining us here on the What's Cooking Today show, and we'll be looking forward to a Capitol 4th.
It's a pleasure. Yeah, check it out. It's Sunday night. It's going to be wonderful, and check out the iTunes song. And maybe I'll get back in music business. Push me back, please.
We're going to call you.
In my heart where my guitar used to be.
We're going to call you next week and get you back on here and talk about The Promise, okay?
I appreciate it, guys.
Hey, and John, we know that doesn't get any better than PBS.
Absolutely, I agree.
There you
take
go.
care, gentlemen.
He's one of the nicest guys in showbiz. He's a great patriot, and he's a great country singer, and he's got that song, The Promise. I forgot I saw him on Huckabee doing that song. I didn't download it yet.
That sounds really cool.
I'm going to do that right after the show. And so this Capitol 4th is on PBS. It is on at 8 o'clock Eastern Pacific, 7 Central. You can check it out, and it's the 234th 4th of July birthday extravaganza for this country. 30 years that they've been doing this Independence Day celebration at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. So that really is the one to start with.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, it was the Capitol 4th where they had that great, if I could go ahead and say great, I hate to use the word controversy, but remember when Nancy Reagan stepped on into the scene?
The Beach Boys
and demanded that the Beach Boys play.
That was great. Remember that? And the Beach Boys performed. It wasn't it the agricultural secretary, Jim?
It was like, I think it was Jim Watt. I hate to kind of lambaste Jim Watt, but I think
or Jim Watt.
He was trying to. I don't know what the connotations were with the Beach Boys, but I think he was trying to preserve, if you will, a very clean image and.
The Beach Boys are a good, clean image. I mean, come on.
Surfing USA and the sun and the sand. Come on.
But this John Schneider's got this. I'm telling you, this the General Lee Challenger there. This thing is incredibly done. It is in tip-top shape.
That John Schneider, talk about an image. I wouldn't put it past him to maybe put the pedal to the metal once or twice.
It is almost in as great a shape as that 1979 Lincoln that you had until you actually cut the dashboard out and.
Remember that? Took out the 8-track tape.
Took the 8-track stock recorder out and you put in, I believe, a Sirius satellite radio system or something.
I think I went over to the now defunct Circuit City, made a purchase.
And they actually cut the dashboard for you, didn't they?
Lifetime warranty, too.
Does that vehicle still drive around town for that guy that
there's some poor locals around that actually has inherited it from me at a very, I think the price that I paid.
Remember that time that steering wheel malfunctioned on the way to Vegas?
A lot of malfunctions.
Yeah, that was a very nice looking car, though. It was a classic. We'll continue straight ahead. That's Paul Stern. I'm Michael Hornitz. What's cooking? 4th of July edition.
Hounded by debt collectors with phone calls and letters? Thinking of calling a debt relief company? Don't.